Where you at, Berto?
OF star embarrasses famous rapper's friend. Let's get right into it and see what's going on by my boy. Hello, Yesin.
What's poppin', y'all? If you've been on the internet the past couple of days, you've probably seen this video clip of this OF chick by the name of Lexi. I don't.
I have
they
not.
said her name is Lexi Legit or something. I'd never heard of her before. But apparently she's very, very popular. This light skinned chick. And she was going berserk. She was going ballistic on this dude that was like her baby daddy. And I wish I could play you guys the clip. Listen, if I wasn't in YouTube probation with my...
I'm on YouTube probation as well. I feel you, brother. Free the guys. Free the guys.
PO until December 19th, I would play you guys the clip. But I'm paranoid.
My shit's December 25th.
It is what it is. I'm like Young Thug. I can't even take a hit of K. Are they doing K? I don't know if they're still doing that tranquilizer stuff. But yeah, I can't do anything. But I will play you guys the audio because the audio is as funny too. So I'm gonna run that right now.
Let's lock in.
Look at her, bro. Get her. Look at her. See? 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 Stop. Stop. Everybody in here. You're the problem, bro. Look at her. Grab her, Naya. Grab her, Naya. Yes, go in the room. Go in the living room, bro.
What's going on right now?
Get your flight. Go home.
Get my flight.
Yes.
Now I came here all this way, my son. Now to get my flight.
Bro, you hit me. See? See? See?
Dirty bitch. You're fat. Dirty. Dirty.
Okay.
Dirty.
There you
You're
go.
dirty.
There you go.
You're dirty. Yeah, there I go.
There
You
you
got
go.
your case. There I go. Here's your case.
I ain't press charges.
Here's your case.
Oh, shit.
Someone else
That's not her.
Look at her.
Oh, my God.
Look at you.
Shit's funny to you, huh?
Why are you talking about me?
Shit's funny to you, huh? The bitch you defended her. What are you talking about?
What are you doing, bro?
What do you think I'm doing?
Like,
What
stop.
do you think I'm doing?
Stop.
What is she doing?
Stop.
What is she doing?
Stop. Stop.
Yo, she's crashing. She's crashing, gang.
Stop.
What do you think I'm doing? What do you think I'm doing? What do you think
Stop.
I'm doing? What do you think?
Stop.
What do you think? It's not her, right?
I ain't gonna lie. This is what I be telling y'all. Don't just go for them Instagram baddies, bro. Their egos be all the way up here. Mind you, she's a OF model. What does she look like? Hold up. I'm gonna do some research. We're gonna keep listening to the audio. I'm gonna see what the IG's hitting for.
14s. Actually too legit. I got bumps on my head. I got bumps on my head, the side. Bump on the back of my head and a bump on the other side. My arm's fucked up.
This nigga got bumps on his head.
Oi.
So a little bit of a visual description if you haven't seen this video. It's so funny. People are talking about like, yo, why is this guy on the bed with like another dude? Well, that other dude is the rapper Autumn. Now you're probably like, Autumn, like head scratch?
Autumn?
What the hell? Like, didn't...
I fuck with Autumn. I genuinely fuck with Autumn's music. Autumn's hard. Autumn is hard. I fuck with his shit. Y'all listen to his new project. His shit's dope.
Bobble M quit, and he was like the only guy that covered those guys, or the biggest guy that covered those guys. Yeah, that Autumn. So this guy Autumn, he was popular in the SoundCloud scene. Him and Summers were like a duo. And
So real quick, I want to show you guys this Lexi 2 legit girl. She was crashing out doing all that. We already know she was over there giving my dog the beats. Bad. But look what she hitting for though. Y'all see, this is the problem with these IG hoes, man. This is the problem with these IG hoes. They come through looking like this. And then as soon as they don't get their way, oh, you're not paying for my nails? All on your shit, man. God. God. Yeah. Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. I'm telling you. Y'all need to start going for girls with that good personality, not good you know what I'm saying, fun bags and claps. They gonna ruin your life, gang.
I would say SoundCloud Gen 2,
yapping.
Generation 2, or Generation 3, actually. If we consider, yeah, I would say SoundCloud Gen 3, but SoundCloud V2, because a lot of people consider Gen 1 SoundCloud Uzi and stuff, but there was a generation before that. Like Chance the Rapper, that's a generation before Uzi. But anyway, let's just say SoundCloud Gen 2. Yeah, they are legends within that SoundCloud scene, but these guys have since been unable to take it to the next level. Like you got Yeet. Yeet surpassed these guys, lapped them, done 2 different laps around them, like an Ethiopian running a race. Well, frankly, like Americans are kicking Ethiopians' behinds now too.
Yeet Glaze.
That
we rock with Yeet over here.
Doesn't really make sense. Well, what Ethiopians had been doing before Americans started taking stuff back. Shout out to all of y'all in America. Moving forward, so he's with this dude Autumn. This guy, I did some digging into his lore. So this chick put hands, feet, elbows, knees. She did everything. She even pulled out, like, you guys remember in SmackDown versus Raw back in the day, like, ref turns his head around, you just pull a chair out and you just toss it at him. That's what she was doing too. There was a second clip where she's emptying, how courteous of her, emptying out a glass bottle of water, like one of those big, it had to be like 1.5 liters, maybe even 2 liters.
Very
specific.
specific.
At least 1.5 liters. She's emptying out, chasing the dude around with it, and flings it at him like some Molotov cocktail. Like, she flung it at him like...
Bro, I showed y'all, bro. These girls are crazy, my nigga. Like, dead ass. These girls have no substance, and they are broken down to their core. And 9 times out of like, I don't want to judge every single girl in OF, but you know how, like, honestly soulless you have to be to, like, do that type of shit on the internet, bro. I'm telling you, these girls are crazy. Don't do it, boys. Don't even waste your time with these type of women.
She was playing those axe throwing games.
Look at her. Oh, my God.
At the carnival, and she was trying to win a big plushie so she could give it to him and probably stab right through it. So people start laughing at this. They're dying. They're like, oh, God. And keep in mind, this guy has a child with this woman. Well, everyone's wondering.
It's GG's, bro. You cannot shoot up the club with this type of woman. That's literally one of the worst things you can do, gang. Oh, my God.
Who the hell is this guy? Well, he makes an hour-long video explaining who he is. So this guy is boys with Autumn, and he also, his name is Soeb, and he also helped Autumn do all of his clothing brand stuff. So to skip out, like, he does like this whole life story thing. To fast forward you through that, he's from Louisiana, New Orleans, which I think Autumn is from as well. So he's from there, and he started a clothing brand. His sister told him to get on TikTok. He gets on TikTok. Clothing brand blows up. He keeps reinvesting, etc., etc. He had a girlfriend. Girlfriend cheated on him and then broke up with him or something, and girlfriend that he was with for 6 years. He started the clothing brand when he was 16. He's 21 now. So that's a quick...
Young, rich, and turnt. That's how you end up in these situations sometimes. That's why I be telling y'all, don't be afraid of the long hustle. Because sometimes it makes you mature and learn how to navigate. These young niggas be getting this money, getting too turned too fast, and then start impregnating OnlyFans hoes. Like, what?
Fast forward. He meets this chick, and I'm going to play you guys his response. So I'm going to play you guys this response first, where he talks about how he met the chick.
Okay, let me hear it.
I didn't know nothing about her. I don't watch porn. I don't. So I didn't know nothing about her.
Okay.
And
well, when I checked her IG though, you ain't see all that. You know what I'm saying, on IG. That didn't give you no type of red flag. She's showing a little too much. Let's calm that down. Yo, my bad real quick, but I gotta put y'all on, man. I know y'all like money. Shit, I like money. Money's nice. And I'm about to give y'all the easiest hustle to make some side cheese while you doom scrolling watching Berto videos, I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of y'all be playing games on your phones for free. Now I'm about to show you how to get paid off it. Hit the link in my description or scan this QR code on the screen, and in only about 30 seconds, you're gonna be able to sign up for freecash.com. It's super simple, just like any website with a quick email and a password, you're in. It's gonna be a wall of games just waiting for you to get to that cheese. There's so many valid options, so just actually pick a game that you would like to play on your free time. You speed run the levels, and I'm talking about actual money that you can spend IRL, go straight into your free cash balance. I'm telling you, bro, this method turns your brain dead time where you just chilling playing games on your phone to actually stacking some cheese. Realistically, most people are pulling $10 to $20 in a day just from casual playing. You ain't even gotta be going crazy for real. And if you're one of them grinders, you actually like to get to that bag, there are offers where you can make up to $100 to even $500. So it does get pretty insane, I'm telling you. Now, some of the top earners, you don't gotta do this, but if you want to, you could actually speed run and spend a couple of dollars for better earning opportunities. But you don't have to spend a penny, bro. You could dead ass get a bankroll just by playing the free games. Stick to the free stuff and you'll still be able to cash out. So next time you're taking a break from my videos and you just chilling and you playing games on your phone, you might as well make something out of it. You guys know I've always said, man, if you're gonna play video games, you might as well make some money, man. And they made the cash out process so easy. They have PayPal, gift cards, whatever works for you, they got it. So hit the link or scan the code and sign up for free today, gang. Because when you use my link, they're already gonna start you off with a $5 bonus. Where you at, family? I already know I got you, bro. Let's get back to the video. But go get your money, dog.
I just know that she did tell me first night she did OF, but it was only with like 2 people or some shit, which was a lie.
2? And you was okay with that, gang? It's hard to feel bad for you, brother.
But anyways, so ultimately I fall in love with this girl because, again, I'm not on the internet. Like, bro, I'm really in my own lane. Like, this girl showed me movies that Wolf of Wall Street, bro.
Brother fell in love with a bad hoe because she put him onto some good movies, gang. He just said that he fell in love with a bad hoe because she put him onto some movies. If this ain't young, dumb, and turnt, I don't know what is.
Like movies like that.
And he's like meaning it too. He's like, yo, for real, she did that. She put me on.
Showed me Scarface. Like, she showed me movies like I was so in my own world that I didn't know anything about other music. I didn't know nothing about Taco Bell. Like, I didn't even eat fast food. I never ate.
He fell in love with a hoe because she put him on a Taco Bell, gang. Taco Bell? You fell in love with a bitch because she put you on to Taco Bell? Arguably one of the worst fast food places on planet Earth? Oh my God. Yo. You can't make this shit up.
Taco Bell, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, like, she put me on a whole bunch of and it's crazy to say, like, bro, I'm so creative without being influenced by movies and songs and hella cultural things that I didn't know about at the time. Like, Scarface is so cultural, I never watched it. Like, I don't watch movies and shit. I don't have time for that. So she put me on hella of that. And ultimately, she helped me.
This is comedy.
With everything. Like, she helped me with.
What else?
She cooked and cleaned for me.
Finally, goddamn, this nigga finally named some qualities that actually matter. This nigga talk about movies and Taco Bell.
She put me on like certain to help me like influence more.
Like,
she
what?
got me way closer to God.
Finally, okay.
Like, she's a great woman, bro. A great woman.
Yeah, I don't think y'all was praising the right God though. No offense. No offense to you, brother, and I'm not even making no jokes. A woman of God's not walking around throwing bottles at your face.
Like, great woman. When she's mad, y'all seen, like, she's mad.
Oh,
I'm glad she came in my life, and I was.
He's
so
still
in love with
glazing her.
That I didn't get what everybody thought. Like, I'm happy as in this relationship. She's happy as in this relationship.
Are you?
And we just agreed, like, let's make a kid. So we try, and now I have my son.
I mean, that's always a blessing.
Happened during that pregnancy though, and I found out a lot, knew a lot, and it's hard. But at the end of the day, I'm that type of man to, hey, I f***ed up, or it's not even a, hey, I did it, I planned it, I wanted it, I gotta take it to the chin.
I could always respect that though. All jokes aside, I can always respect a man that, you know, stands on business and is like, at the end of the day, this is my child. I'm stepping up to the plate and I'm gonna take care of that. That's a real nigga. I could respect that, twin.
You know what I'm saying?
Twin Jamin.
That's what it was.
Okay.
I don't regret anything. I don't regret a word. I never regret anything in my life. But this was the best gift she ever gave me. The best gift anyone has ever given me was my son.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
bro.
enough.
And now y'all may know from the altercation that happened. Things happened. And again, bro, I'm not here to bash nobody on the internet or anything. Because at the end of the day, still love everybody. No, plain blank period. I'm gonna turn my cheek, be the bigger man. God, I'm doing what Jesus did. Turn my cheek, kill him with kindness. Period.
Okay. Again, I can respect it. Still some sucker activity. You know, we gotta call a spade a spade. When it's sucker activity, it's sucker activity. But you know, I can respect a nigga being like, yo, I fucked up, I did some sucker shit, but that don't mean I'm gonna start moving like a bitch though. You know, I'm taking care of my child for sure. Okay, man.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm hearing you.
yeah.
I'm hearing you.
So he met her in, where do you guess? Guess any city in America. It's not Atlanta. Come on, guess.
Houston.
Guess. Where are you likely
gotta
to
be
meet
Houston.
a girl like her? Ding, ding, ding. Not Miami, Vegas. Yeah, I know.
Bro. You met this OF girl in Vegas. That is literally, that's just supposed to be and keep it pushing though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like if you really had to get a piece of that, then you just supposed to and keep it pushing, gang. What are you doing wifing up OF Vegas thotties?
No, if you said
I'm sorry, brother. I'm just gonna hear you out.
Miami or Vegas, I'll give you enough credit. But he meets her in Vegas because her friend was going to meet up with this other rapper, Dom Corleo. And she didn't want her friend to meet up with Dom Corleo alone, so she showed up too, and Autumn was there, and they were throwing like some big party, whatever. He meets this chick there. So she up and tells this guy, yeah, you know, I do OF, and he didn't even go to the initial cope, which is like, oh yeah, you know, you just post this stuff on IG, right? That's the initial cope that they go through. Or like, they say you're not getting railed on there, right? And they're like, no, I just post like videos.
No, that's not what he said though. He actually admitted that she said that she was getting clapped by 2 other niggas. And then he said, I'm cool with that, bruh. That's what he said. What? That don't make no sense, gang. And this is where it's like, I'm not going to retract any statements, but it's hard to feel bad for you when niggas fall into traps like that. He dead said he was cool with it.
G stuff, photos and videos, that's the second layer of the cope. This guy went 3 layers of cope. She was like, yeah, I'd be getting cracked by 2 different dudes on there. Or I've gotten cracked by 2 different dudes on there. And he's like, oh, okay. And just decided to proceed. I think this is so funny. And I don't know if this guy's a liar. I know he's lied. In this hour-long video, there are lies. I know that for sure, but I don't know which are the lies. That's the problem. But the part where he talks about I never had fast food, the only time I've ever heard I've never had fast food was from Young Berg Hitmaker. Is this guy like a Hitmaker fan? Now, this guy is into music in some capacity. He says he worked on Rich Amiri's, what was it, Ghetto Fabulous. I think he said he's helped co-write or just like give ideas or in some capacity.
Facts. I didn't even, honestly, now I think about it. Nigga, you a goddamn lie. I know you've eaten some fucking McDonald's and Taco Bell before, bitch. You a lying ass nigga. Wait a minute. You gonna piss me off, brother.
To Autumn before, but Autumn's got no hits. Rich Amiri's got a hit, but I don't know if this guy worked on that hit that
Autumn makes some good music, though. I fuck with his shit.
Rich Amiri had.
But he ain't got no hits, though.
Yeah, the part where he's talking, like, and Young Berg says that because he says, like, oh, no, we had chefs and organic food, and I was rich. This guy's saying he was broke. So he was broke, out the mud, never had fast food in his life. Interesting. It's also a weird thing to lie about. So I'm not saying that is the lie, but I'm saying that's very odd. And he's like, yeah, she put me on to Chick-fil-A and she put me on to Wolf of Wall Street. So allegedly, this guy's never seen any of that stuff either. And I think it's weird. It's like somebody's getting put on because if you look up, this is like a Google is putting you onto this. You look up top 10 movies or like top 25 movies for guys, and you're going to see Wolf of Wall Street on there, and you're going to see
Scarface. Yo, up on me.
Scarface on there. It's like the most recognizable movies. Like throw Casino Royale in there, throw Fight Club, throw Troy, throw a bunch of this other stuff. And I'm not saying people aren't allowed to like those movies because I'm not a movie buff. I couldn't name you. I don't know when the last time I sat down and watched a movie was. Maybe 2+ years ago.
That's kind of crazy though. I love movies. That's like I wouldn't call it a guilty pleasure, but like when I like to fuck off and not focus and be bullshitting, a nigga be watching some movies.
That's just because, like, my attention span is cooked. It's fried. I can't sit there for 2.5, 3 hours.
Wow.
Actually, no. I went to the theater. I went to the theater a little while back. But, yeah, so that's not me knocking those movies, but we all know those movies. Those are the most popular movies. She didn't put them onto some hidden gem. Keep in mind, he also goes on to say that.
Mind you, these are the first things that he's saying about her that are so special and amazing.
She did this guy was already a millionaire, by the way, when he met her. He was already up. He already had a bunch of money. He already had clout. That's why he was able to meet her. He met her.
I just never understand when niggas with money and clout, they have all these options and they go for girls that are ran through. Bro, you could find a beautiful girl in a small town. Doesn't even got to be a small town. Maybe she's in Miami. Maybe she's in Houston. Maybe she's in one of these popular cities. But she ain't got no clout. She ain't got no motion. She's in school. You know what I'm saying? Just like on some regular shit. Studying to be a lawyer or something. Like, why do y'all go for the OF hoes? I'm confused.
Through this environment. And the part where he says, like, she brought me closer to God. This is where I'm like, can people just... Can we get back to the part where people start saying, like, I signed a deal with the devil? Like, at least they used to rap about that. And even actors used to say it. But we got people now. Like, this guy, he talks about God a lot. So maybe, like, I'm willing to throw, like, hey, the success that he had in his clothing brand and all that stuff, like, yes, you can thank God for that. But this lady is nothing but the devil incarnate. She's a succubus. So...
On me. And that's what I'm trying to say. I was like, you heard what I said. I was like, I don't think... She brought you to the God that I be looking, you know what I'm saying? Now, there's only one God in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think we talk about the same person, gang. Is he here in the room with us? Because I know my God is, you know what I'm saying? But
to say that she got me closer to God, it's like, no, she is the devil. She is an agent of the devil. That is in her work. And that's it. So this person cannot bring you closer to God. This person can only repel you from God. That's it. That's the only possible thing this individual is capable of doing. And she hasn't even hit the retirement stage of OF where she gives her life to God and quits OF like that other chick Nala did last year. And she's already married. Boom. Picked up real quick. Listen, I told you, they never lose. If you think like, oh man, justice is going to come, like, oh, they're not going to be lonely. Are you tripping? No, they will always have someone. And they will always get what they want.
Because there's always another sucker.
So just cope with that however you will. And also keep in mind, it was his idea to have this child. So him, in his 21-year-old millionaire brain, said he said he always wanted to have a kid, and he decided that she was going to be the one to have a kid with. I know. Like, money cannot give you discernment. That discernment is something that money at a young age cannot give you discernment either. But that's something we'll get into a little bit later. So he is the one that wanted to have a kid with her. And this is an important distinction because it's not like what happens with most rappers or athletes. They're just negligent. And they're like, hey, I'm going to leave it up to God, hopefully. And God is like, no, you will be receiving life. And
them athletes just be shooting up the club and just hoping that it missed. But sometimes they be landing.
Like, damn it. So what usually happens with a rapper or an athlete is they're going raw. They don't care.
Yep.
And then they're like, maybe she'll get a plan B. Maybe the chick doesn't, and then she gets pregnant. Or they're hoping that it's not in the window that the chick can get pregnant. So it usually takes a while. So it's usually an accident. The rapper, the athlete did not want the kid, and the kid comes out, and then they're like, damn it, now I got to deal with this. This guy wanted the kid. This was a planned child, which is completely different. It's still with the same caliber of woman, but yeah, so this guy went from probably 6-year relationship into, who knows, maybe like a span of several months, and then meeting this chick. Or maybe like a span of a year, and then meeting this chick as very young. And he was no match for her. But one of the funny things that
no match for her is crazy.
He talked about was this argument that they had before, where he used to just be behind the scenes, and he decided that he wanted to get more public facing in content and stuff. And she encouraged him to do this. So he didn't tell her, but she told him, hey, you should be in my videos. We should do stuff together. Let's turn you up. And he talks about how before, like, guys had burned her in the past and taken advantage, which, oddly enough, she's always the victim. When you develop some discernment and some experience, you start to recognize, well, someone's always the victim.
Yeah.
There's one person.
That's a big thing, bro. Like when you're talking to a girl and she's constantly talking about, oh, this person did this person did that. I was never, I always did the best and they made me feel like shit. And, it was always their fault, them. Bro, I promise you, one of the biggest green flags you can ever hear in a woman is to say, I messed up. A woman says, I messed up. You need to start kind of looking around like, wait, what? Oh, you did what exactly? Is that accountability I'm hearing? Come here, step into my office. I would like to have a conversation. What's your availability? Because we'd like to hire you right away. I'm dead ass serious, bro. When a girl takes accountability, pay attention. Because when they start talking about, oh, it was them, he was crazy, she was crazy, all my friends are crazy, nobody understands me. Oh, that's the one right there. Nobody understands me. I'm just so misunderstood. Run, brother. Run for your life.
That's the common variable for all of these different people, and it's you. And then clearly she was the victim twice. Guarantee she will be the victim in the next scenario when she talks about this guy. But hey, he didn't know. And one thing that really got him irritated, and I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
I was like, okay, like, let's do it. And I went from 1.2K to 10K. And when I hit that 10K mark, we got in an argument again, just a friendly, couple argument.
Friendly couple argument, huh? Like, if you were comparing it to this one, how many lumps did you have in your head?
And I remember she said, I made you.
Ooh.
And when she said that, I'm that type of nobody. Period. If I wanted to be known for being Autumn's person, I would have been told Autumn, yo, shout me out. I never had yet to tell Autumn to shout me out ever. Same thing with Quan. If I wanted to get lit, I could be lit. But I didn't want that. I wanted to make it my own. Yeah, she brought me attention, but it was the wrong attention. She got me looking like Adam 22 instead of Seweb. And Seweb's crazy. Like, my lore is insane. But don't know that. Like, Midnight Club, Autumn. I wrote some of the songs. I inspired that. 2 chrome necklaces. It wasn't for me telling this, yo, add a yeet bar with it and add in a bell. He would have never did that. Period. I'm so influential. I'd rather be. There's one thing that we're gonna get straight. I'd rather be the most influential person in the world than the most rich, than the most wealthiest, than the most healthiest, than the most famous.
Oh. You'd rather be more influential than the healthiest? I ain't gonna lie, I'd take the healthiest over a lot of shit, gang.
Than the most powerful. I'd rather be the most influential. Because influence comes with all that.
I don't know. Influence doesn't necessarily guarantee your health, brother. I'm just throwing that out there.
And
this is where it's in full display why making a lot of bread young can completely destroy your mind. He's like, if you got influence, like health, wealth, all this power, if you got influence, you got all that. This is the goofiest thing ever. Influence got nothing to do with health.
Bro, that's what's blaring out to me. Complete obvious. You said a bunch of other bullshit, but then you said influence gives health? What? Nigga, you're dumb as fuck.
Like, health is just health. But the funny part is he's saying, she got me looking like Adam 22. Whoa, hold on right there. The only comparison between him and Adam 22, really, there are a lot of comparisons, which is, yeah, your girl does OF. I'm pretty sure he's on video cracking this chick on OF, so he's on OF as well.
Him or Adam 22?
She got him into that. And Adam 22.
All right, bro. You're a loser, bro. Money, bro, guys, I'll say it again. The money and fame will never make you unlame. Preach. Everybody clap it up in the comment section. Snap your fingers. Berto's talking. I'll say it again for the Negroes in the back. The money and fame will never make you unlame.
What you can say is his chicks never put hands on him that we've seen. We've never seen him pull up to the No Jumper podcast or the Adam and Wax show with, a little eye shiner. We've never seen anything like that. And this is, I cannot, when people get me out of, it's not even out of character. When they force me to tell the truth, this guy's going to have me, like the fact that this guy is comparing himself to Adam 22, and then he's naming songs from artists that nobody cares about anymore. And he's like, yeah, I'm this guy. I'm sorry.
Facts. I listened to Autumn, so I knew that little reference he made about Yeet, but like 90% of people wouldn't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And he's like, I'm the most influential. Nigga, you influenced, again, I'm saying this as an Autumn fan, but it's like mass majority of people don't even know who that is.
I got crazy lore. You got me looking like Adam 22. Adam 22's been in this game for over a decade. Like that's crazy. Adam
real
22
Stain
has the first interviews of legends. Like he's got an XXXTentacion interview. Not only that, but if we're talking music, Adam 22's got that song. He had a what was that No Jumper song? The No Jumper song with, what was it called? With TK.
I was just
so
gonna
he's
say
got
that.
a bigger song than I think any of these other guys had that you worked on in some capacity. We don't know what that capacity is. And on top of that, what else does Adam 22 got? He also had a successful business before that in a completely different industry of BMX. So what are we doing here? This guy's talking about like, you got me looking like Adam 22. Like what? Adam 22 is not getting hands put on him. Let's say that. But clearly, and in the beginning, he's not talking about money. He was talking about the follower count that he grew because of her. But he says he knows social media, but then says, well, I got famous for the wrong reasons. So if you know social media,
how did you get famous for the wrong reasons? Yeah, bro. Again, so I don't want to sit here and just dunk on a nigga, but sometimes these guys just be saying bullshit. And then, the truth speaks for itself. Like, I know guys find themselves in situations where they don't want to be all the time. Shit, I've been in situations with women that I'm not proud of. You know what I mean? But like, your baby mom's a OF girl, and you're clapping her cheeks on cam. It's just like, at what point do the bad decisions not start to paint a certain light of you as well? You know what I mean? She need to take accountability for her actions too, but like, come on, bro. Sometimes niggas really just be signing up for this bullshit.
you get famous for the wrong reasons then, especially if you had a lot of experience before you ever decided to get into this stuff. The reason was he was drunk. He was drunk off pee. You know how they say like chicks get D drunk? He was drunk off the cat. That's it. That was probably the baddest chick he had ever seen in his life. And it's like, listen.
She looked good. I'll give you that.
I've seen what the chick looks like. I've seen her face. She is stunning. But this is the thing.
Hey, you said that hoe is stunning. Close your mouth, gang.
The devil is not going to come to you looking like a monstrous creature.
Yep.
It's not going to happen.
She going to have that red dress on, ready.
How else would the devil be able to ensnare itself around you? No, the devil's going to come looking like a stunning beauty. And then it's going to come out. The succubus is going to come out and destroy his life. And that's what it is. And this is the thing, right? This guy, he's like, you know, of course he's happy to have his son and all of that. But
yeah, and I'm never gonna even play with that. You know, that's a big blessing. And I respect the nigga that at least, you know, you taking care of your son, but you also need to set the foundation for your son, man. Look, but I'm not gonna talk too much on that. I'm not gonna tell another man how he's supposed to parent his child.
He's in a penthouse. He's in a Houston penthouse. He's a millionaire. He's got a crazy lifestyle. That's why he wants to show it off. But you know what he's going to continue to have? Stress.
Yeah.
And this is the funny thing, too. He said he didn't want to be known as Lexi's boyfriend, which I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Like, bro, I've been doing it for 6 years, bro. I have a documentary team about my life. Crazy. Like, bro, I got crazy lore behind my whole until in the beginning. So when she said that,
did you document this too?
To me,
is it gonna be in the documentary?
I said, take that back. She's mad.
Back.
She's not gonna take it back. She said, nope. I walk away. I said, bet that. I walk away. I leave her alone for like a few hours. And she comes to me. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I said, nah, it's good. I take off my YouTube. I take her off TikTok. Take her off Instagram. She's like, why are you doing that? No, don't do that. I said, nah.
Bro, this nigga just sound like, again, I know he's young, but it just sounds like some young, immature bullshit.
That's not what we finna do. You came to me telling me you want to make videos. You came to me, and obviously I'm trying to work on my internet. You helping me, but you helping me for the wrong reasons. So ultimately, it was a good decision on my part because I didn't want to be known as Lexi to legit. I didn't want to be known as Lexi's boyfriend. Just like I didn't want to be known for Autumn Sidekick. That's why I don't act. It just comes.
She found out what really, 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 really bothered this guy. And for those of you that have the question, you're like, yo, if somebody's so up and they're behind the scenes, like, why do they want to get lit? Why do they want to get famous? Why do they want to have cameras following them? Because they want the significance. Like this guy, significance is very, 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 very high on the scale. Like he said, I want influence. I need influence.
Yeah.
She didn't make.
He said influence over health too, by the way. You know, when I say my prayers to God, I can walk you through my prayer. I say, thank you, Lord, for another day. Please continue to give me guidance, health, and protection from all things evil and things that are not meant for me. Those are some of the first words that come out of my mouth when I'm speaking to the Lord. It's not influence. It's not wealth. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm in a deep, long prayer, maybe some of those things will start to come up. And I'm not praying for money. It's really, I'll be praying for opportunities to keep striving and thriving. But influence over health is absolutely insane.
Me, nobody made me. You can see like the emotion come out of him when he talks about this stuff. And I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting significance, but that's why a lot of people will chase fame, even if they're up, or they want proximity to fame. I've seen it with my own eyes. There are people, like you're around someone who's really lit and really popular, and you're boys with them, and people that are disgustingly rich just want to get close to them to get a drip of clout on them. And you just look at them with kind of a feeling of disgust. It's hard to hold back the face of disgust if you're the type of person that's just like, dog, just give me the bag and some peace and like keep all the fame. You just look at them and you're like, what the hell? You got it all, and you're just clinging for a drip.
I'm the type of person like, I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't want fame or I don't want to continue to get bigger and excel in my career. You know, I appreciate the influence that I have. One of my favorite things is to read feedback from anybody that is a supporter of me and be like, yo, Berto, you changed my life. Or yo, Berto, I really love what you said here, your advice here. Or even if it's just like, yo, Berto, you made me laugh today. Like those are some of my favorite things to read. It genuinely makes my day. So again, all dope, but I'm not putting that over my health mentally. You know what I'm saying? What? That's crazy.
A Clout? What?
Clout
but this guy, he didn't
want
to be known as Lexi's boyfriend, but he's not known as that anymore. He's just known as the guy that got beat up by the OF chick. That's really it. And you cannot recover from that. Now, the real question is, did he bait this chick into this situation? And that is my theory. Now, of course, that doesn't justify what this chick did. Of course not. But listen, we laugh at guys that get handled by their chick here. That's just what we do. No, we're not gonna feel bad for you. Oh, you poor victim. No. Listen, if you put hands on your chick, hey, you messed up, dog. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. But if she puts hands on you to this level, and it's happened multiple times, and you're coming on there with an eye shiner and like a lump on the top of your head, like that Met Gala event with Cardi B,
it's clown activity.
Minaj, we are laughing with all due respect. Like, it's just what it is. We're not feeling bad. We're not concerned with like, oh man, like I feel. Like my emotions and all that. Now we're not. And this guy even took accountability. He didn't want to press charges on her. He didn't want to say anything negative about her. So we're really going to crack the jokes at that point. We're not feeling out sympathy. But yeah, she's already crazy. Like once you're doing activities like that, you're a bit crazy. However, I do think he baited her because you got to keep in mind, there's a child involved. And with the child involved, there's going to be a custody issue because clearly, as you guys see, they're not getting along the greatest. Some people were saying that the situation was because he was cheating, quote unquote, or seeing another chick, which is the likely scenario that he just saw another chick after this and was no longer in a relationship with her, either one of those outcomes, she's not going to be happy about that. And she would try to leverage whatever it is to keep him in her life if she wants him, or to keep him away from the kid if she feels that she betrayed him. Keep in mind, earlier, she told him that 2 people that she did quote-unquote content with
Crazy, bro.
betrayed her.
Can't believe he was cool with that.
And took advantage of her. So she would do the same. So I think that this guy baited this girl to behave in this way and said things that angered her so much that she got to the point where she's wilding out, so he could record it, so that if there is ever a custody battle and he tries to get custody of the kid, he uses this against her.
I guess W plays, I guess.
That is my theory. So he can get full custody of the kid. But this is the thing, though. Like, now you're stuck. And this is the dude's a millionaire. The kid. He's not a kid. He has a kid. Dude's a millionaire at 21, but for the rest of his life, he will have to deal with this woman.
There's your influence, buddy.
You
know, they say, careful what you wish for. You wish for influence, recognition. You got it.
We can clearly tell is a psycho. But let me know what y'all think about.
Word, man. I'm curious to hear y'all feedback on this one, bruh. Crazy scenario at the end of the day. I'm trying to tell y'all, brothers, stay away from them OFIG baddies, bruh. Find yourself a nice low-key ting. Nice low-key ting in the cut. That's studying, got goals and ambitions. Feminine, sweet. Loves you for you, not the manyan. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. My name's Berto. Where you at, family? See you on the next one.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet.